They find a common thing that they want to develop,
Alright,
find,
I'm back with it.
unlocked, and they just put time and effort into
There we go. Okay, I was trying to fix something, guys, because I had an issue. My stream was not appearing in search engine on YouTube, so I had to reboot it. So now we're good. We should be good, hopefully. Getting rolling here with it.
I haven't found all of them. I don't know exactly
You know, we're about 13 minutes out until
they haven't found all of the ducks
we
yet.
start the actual show itself.
To the ducks,
Very excited.
Developers recently hid another secret in the game and made it the focal point of an all-new community challenge.
We actually put Tommy the Teddy Bear into the game. So Tommy the Teddy Bear
currently
is a trauma teddy
changing a couple
mentioned
things here on
in
this
a lot of
settings
lore,
as well.
But the bear itself actually was not in the game. With episode 3, we put a bunch of them into the world, actually opened up an Easter egg hunt for him specifically.
It's a nice little exciting moment when you kind of open Reddit and you see someone's found the thing that you kind of just snuck in under the radar and no one really knows about it. And some of the players are really clever. There's some hard Easter eggs that some of the level designers and gameplay designers have put in, and people have managed to solve it with no help whatsoever. Gamers are smart.
So now that you know, be on the lookout for both the ducks and teddy bears next time you boot up the Division 2. We now have our final indie guest, Thunder Lotus Games, who were the 2017 winner of the indie series that took place in Montreal. So let's find out more about the beautiful coziness of Spiritfarer in this next video.
Hey everybody, I'm Rodrigue, marketeer at Thunder Lotus. We're an indie studio based out of Montreal, Canada, and makers of the games Jotun, Sunder,
So they're focusing right now, talking about all their indie games they're playing or producing.
For the past 6 years, we've tried to make AAA quality games with a hand-drawn indie heart. Hitting a quality standard consistently in game dev is a huge challenge. There's so much trial and error on the path, and during the Sundered production, we were lucky enough to have the Ubisoft Entrepreneurs Program in our corner.
Here's my dog barking.
As co-winners of the Ubisoft
Apologize for my dog.
in 2017, we received not only generous funding, but also crucial mentorship
be right back.
and access to the Ubisoft testing facilities. So we're grateful to Ubisoft for their support and helping us make what would become our biggest success to date. We've taken that experience with us onto what is our most ambitious production yet, and that's Spiritfarer, which we're calling a cozy management game about dying. In Spiritfarer, you play Stella, the newly appointed ferry master to the deceased. And as Stella, you're going to build a boat, you're going to explore the world in search of spirit passengers seeking passage to the afterlife. You're going to spend relaxing quality time with them, you're going to create lasting memories, but ultimately you're going to have to learn how to say goodbye to your cherished friends. It's a game that's near and dear to our hearts, and it's something really special. We can't wait to share it with the world later this year. So look for it soon on PC, on Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox Game Pass. Thanks a lot, and cheers.
All right, got my dog here with me now. And we're getting started here in a bit, only here for Assassin's Creed. Baseball back in 2 weeks, man. Excited to see the Ranger State. Yes, man, absolutely.
We all know and we all love.
Cannot
Trials
wait.
Rising came out last year, but I think the team from our Red Link studio in Helsinki has a little surprise coming to the game for the fans of the franchise. So let's take a look.
Very eager, very excited to see the new. I mean, I've seen it for a while now on MLB The Show, but I haven't seen actual baseball played there, real life baseball played there.
We're here today to introduce you to an exciting new endurance challenge coming to Trials Rising. But to make sure that
Again, we're about 10 minutes out until the main show begins here. I'm excited for a number of things: Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Far Cry 6, even though Far Cry hasn't been as exciting as it has been in the past. The last Far Cry I really enjoyed was Far Cry 3.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen,
but
welcome back to the GigaTrack.
We'll see what happens. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, for a Splinter Cell revival. Not sure what else we'll get though. We'll see. I've heard rumors of Prince of Persia coming back. We'll see, man.
All-new journey across the world of Trials Rising.
And then, of course, Watch Dogs, Legion. I'm sure we'll see plenty from.
I'm telling them that.
So stupid.
By far, the longest track we've ever put in a Trials game. The GigaTrack will take you across many different environments, from the iconic...
Environment! Please! Yeah, I was just... Maybe you want to tell them.
The GigaTrack is like life. It starts and it ends and it's long. Depends how you enjoy it. and also one.
Let me make sure the stream's popping up in search engine right now, y'all.
Prepare for the ultimate test.
Hopefully everything's looking and sounding, working pretty good for you guys here.
Thursday, July 16th, for the low price of. You heard that right, riders. GigaTrack will be available for free to all Trials Rising players when it releases this Thursday.
You heard that right, the GigaTrack is coming to the game, and it will be the longest, most insane track in Trials history, and it will be free for all Trials Rising players. Now for our last game update, the GHOSTRECON Breakpoint team is ready to share.
I got excited. I thought there was something new for the Ghost Recon. It's just the last Ghost Recon game.
At the trailer.
Nothing too exciting there.
The time has come. AI teammates are back in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And for all solo players, they're gonna be a game changer. Available at any point after you have reached Erewhon for the first time, Fury, Fixit, and Vasily can be activated or dismissed at will. And from the beginning, you will be able to fully customize them. This customization includes all of the physical attributes, as well as gear, equipment, or even full costumes. Your teammates can be tweaked just as much as your main character. Just like Nomad, your teammates will adapt and react to the world of Aroa and its environments, and they will always follow your own behavior. If you decide to go stealth, they will equip silencers and crouch, or go prone when possible. But if you decide to go loud and open fire, they will stick by your side. When deployed, you can issue.
And I never got into this game. I haven't really enjoyed a Ghost Recon
orders
since.
you can give to your teammates.
I can't remember. It was 360 days, man. Xbox 360 days.
To go
Been
to a
a
specific
while.
location, and to open fire on nearby enemies. These orders can be given at any time, even through your binoculars and drone. Once they approach potential threats, the teammates will notify you and mark them automatically.
Got a hostile.
With a good look at your enemies, you will be able to set up a sync shot where each of your teammates picks a target. You can even link it to your 3 sync shot drones for a simultaneous 7-target takedown. The teammates have weapons equipped at all times, a versatile assault rifle to accommodate all situations, and a primary weapon that you will be able to fine-tune. Indeed, apart from mark upgrades and passive
About
bonuses,
5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes till we are
accessible to your
live
teammates, and their
with the
weapon of
main
choice will
show
have direct
here.
effect on the battleground. Depending on the type of weapon they have equipped, the teammates will adapt their engagement distance and rate of fire, from close distance shotgun wielding all the way to long distance sniper shots. Of course, if you get taken down, your teammates' priority will be to try and rescue you. To achieve that, they will first focus their fire on the surrounding enemies before getting to you. And they will expect the same from you, especially as you will be able to carry them to safety if the situation requires it. Finally, the teammates will also be your best allies in any vehicle, especially on the road and during high-stake pursuits. The teammates will be available for all solo Ghost Recon Breakpoint players on July 15th, and we cannot wait to see your reactions. We'll see you on the battlefield, Ghosts.
July 15th for all of you Breakout fans for Ghost Recon, not Breakout, good lord, I'm thinking of Warface over here, Breakpoint.
Hey Ghosts, I'm Grace from the Ghost Recon team. As you've just seen,
I've had no interest to really play that game. I'm just, it's kind of lukewarm for me, you know what I mean?
Alongside the AI teammates, this update comes with a ton of new content, including a gunsmith upgrade, new PvP content, quality of life updates, and more. You will be able to try it all during our next free weekend from July 16th to July 20th. But that's not all. We've got one last thing to show you. Enjoy, and we'll see you on Aroa, Ghosts.
All right, so they could bring us some special character.
Speaking for the outcasts. We stand against Sentinel's illegal occupation of Aroa. We call on all of Aroa to join us. Separated, Sentinel wins. But united, we cannot be defeated.
What on earth is this? The heck? free for all. Just BR. Okay, so they're very much trying to copy the vibe of Mad Max Fury Road with their trailer they had. That's exactly what that's trying to copy. Alright, so Resistance live event. Again, if I was into that game, that probably would mean something more to me, but...
And now our very final video for this pre-show is another episode of our wow moments comparing the craziest and coolest clips from you, our players.
Okay. Wow moments. I've never played Steep. Holy moly. Threading the needle there. Whatever's quality they captured that from wasn't very good. Huh. Valhalla. I've tried that game a couple times, man. It just, I don't know. Siege. I need to get back into that, man. I was grinding pretty hard on that game.
Oh, okay.
Last stop standing.
What is this? The Crew 2? Holy smokes. Nice. Never got into the For Honor game at all. I played the beta for it when it came out, but I never got into it.
So there's a line that people want me to yell.
Bossy.
But I can't usually do it because I'll freak out my neighbours. But, as you can see, I'm at the Crashing Ocean Beach, and there's no one too close, so... Reloading! Fuck, someone saw me. I gotta go.
Holy smokes. Rocksmith, people still play that? Oh. That's insane, man. All right, so we're less than a minute, 30 seconds now, and we're getting ready to start
from our games. Spread the joy and
the main show. Final predictions, y'all. Chat, let me know.
All right, guys, it is time for us to wrap up this pre-show.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-show featuring a deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Thanks a lot for watching this pre-show and enjoy Ubisoft Forward.
All right, well, here we go, man. Excited to see what we got. What are we going to start the show with?
This is Ubisoft. This is Ubisoft Forward. Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs. See the games.
That's what I want. I want to see the games. I could care less about everything else. I want to see the gameplay.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar, and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Magid. Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
What?
The illegal paintings spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed.
This is Watch Dogs Legion. Hope they show us some significant gameplay. It says this isn't actual gameplay, but I'm hoping they show us something. It's definitely got a certain style to it, doesn't it?
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out because I was not a foreigner.
Okay.
Then they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out because I was not a protester.
Golly, it's touching on real life stuff, you know what I mean?
Then they came for the journalists, and I did not speak out because I was not a journalist.
Who's the voice?
And then they came for street artists, but I did not speak out because I am not a street artist.
Interesting live action mesh type trailer we got going on here. Very, very different. Tell they're trying this. It's like this live action mix with like cell shading stuff that you see from like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's different.
And I realized that eventually they'd come for me, and there would be no one left to speak for me.
What is happening?
Right! Oh! Nice! Where are we off to, sir?
It's fine. I'll show you the way.
Okay. Sorry, miss. Jesus! All right, so we're in a total mess now, so let's get the hell out of here.
All right. So now he's going to be involved with the story of it.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed Albion...
Well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal...
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try not.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents...
Reclaim your future. All right. That's pretty cool, man.
I'm Clint Hawking.
Clint has been a longtime creative force here at Ubisoft, and now he's bringing this vision to Watch Dogs Legion.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change.
And I'm hoping for
you can literally
some gameplay
and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you. You help them with their problem. You play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure, and I'll do whatever you want.
See, that sounds interesting. You can play with anybody you interact with in the
game. That's how you
game.
recruit them into your team, and then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in.
That's cool.
What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
All right. Show me and then they're gonna show me a full-flown
London town.
trailer for it. Here we go.
A modern metropolis.
built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Oh my god. Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
It looks good.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
Dang.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city.
Oh
Meet
my
Mary
goodness.
Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary.
Excited for hyperscale? We'll see, man. I played a handful of matches, had a good time, so we'll see what else we got here.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers.
They're supposed to have a showing here, though, so we'll see what they got.
With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back
Hyperscape,
London.
yep. Hyperscape.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team.
See, that's such an interesting part of it. You can recruit anybody.
Or even her.
Crazy grandma.
Everyone could become your next secret weapon. In our first mission, we need to get some dirt on
Alright, so they're gonna give me an actual mission, some gameplay here.
Into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London.
Dude.
They all have unique abilities, and
Yeah.
you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Got Constructor Man here.
Got my eyes. Badly. Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy.
He's got a giant wrench.
He can even call his own cargo drone.
What on earth, man? This game is gonna be wild.
Perfect for gate crashing, when you're not invited. And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail?
Oh my goodness, the nail gun. Y'all. Again, I didn't play Watch Dogs 2, but this seems like a tremendous upgrade.
Perhaps we could approach this mission differently.
Yeah, it's got a lot of replayability because you see different characters.
Amy is a drone expert.
Okay, so the last guy was more up close and personal, the aggro type character.
Tech connoisseur.
This is more stealth.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Oh my gosh.
Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
Incapacitate them with a shot.
I'm reading incoming drones.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor.
Got drone wars going on out here.
Into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done.
So, okay.
Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here might be challenging.
Another officer. Interesting.
But it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Without being found.
Just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
See, the fact that there's so much replayability within your missions, you can approach it from so many different perspectives depending on which character you want to bring in. That's a great thing to do. I love that part about this game. It's kind of giving me, oh shoot, kind of giving me Hitman vibes a little bit.
Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
Okay.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Lags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Just a brawler. Conor McGregor style out here. Yeah.
He does have a slight drinking problem, though.
Yes, a little bit.
And he's passed out. We'll come back to him.
What else we got?
You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional. It's almost crass to call him a hitman.
It's like our John Wick looking dude right here, man. Goodness. It's just the play style of all the different characters. That's going to be such an interesting way to play. Roll through. Very John Wick.
Done and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary
German
assassin or a
suplex.
super spy.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone can be a hero.
Fight Club looking stuff going on there.
So get out there, find the best recruits, and build your resistance.
That's a good presentation there for Watch Dogs Legions. I'm impressed by it. And I was kind of keeping an eye on it to begin with, but on the official date, okay. Now what? Of course, they'll probably be going to next gen as well.
City, teaming with unique locales and characters, has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Mutt to tell us more.
All right, so now we'll get some behind the scenes stuff here.
My name's Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because
not necessarily interested in the behind the scenes stuff as much as I was the gameplay. The gameplay looked good though, y'all.
Want to depict.
Again, the most interesting part of it to me is being able to use
that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to.
all these different characters you come across and pick where you want to go for missions and stuff with them and all. I think that
AC Unity,
that type of replayability or maybe just choice in general, it's very appealing to me.
Happened again in Watch Dogs
Very
2.
cool.
And there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity. So I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London. So no matter where I dropped them in the city, they'd go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden. This feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster." When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, builds these worlds with care.
I'm sure, that's cool.
I love it.
All right. So Watch Dogs Legion, I get a thumbs up from me. We're moving on now to Brawlhalla. Again, a game I've dabbled in a little bit, but
some news for Brawlhalla fans.
never been a big
In just
player
a few
for
weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
They're coming to phones now, of course. They're on everything now. You got every console out now. They're on PC, obviously. Now they're coming to mobile.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
40 million players. Good lord. It's a Smash wannabe, in my opinion. That's what it is. Crossplay with everybody from mobile? What? Got the Adventure Time characters and stuff in there. August 6th, for all you Valhalla fans, there you go. There you go. Again, for me, not my game,
And now,
but
whether you
it's
need
fine.
a Tom Clancy action fix on the go, or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy franchises in gaming, we've got you covered.
What do we got here? I don't recognize that. Might and Magic, what? +30 million hours played. What is Might and Magic? I've never heard of that. Never heard of it. Okay. So it's a mobile game. That's why I haven't heard of it. I don't do mobile. Let's get back to the big hitters. So let me see.
Target is being held on the ground floor.
What's happening? Why is it frozen? Why is it frozen, y'all? The board. Is this happening on Ubisoft's thing or what? Okay. These are Siege characters, but like cartoony. Elite Squad. What is this? It's like they're bringing Siege to a Fortnite type realm.
Contact! Mountain is down. Request air support.
What?
Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound. Danger close.
I need an EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Get back in your cell.
Oh, it's Sam Fisher. Cool.
Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
What is Elite Squad? I've never heard of this. Coming soon. Interesting. Pre-register on... Oh my gosh, it's a mobile game. Why is everything a freaking mobile game nowadays?
Speaking of Tom
You got me
Clancy,
excited
it's
about
been
something,
5
and
years
it's a
since
mobile
Rainbow
game.
Six Siege first launched, and the community has never been stronger. In celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
Man, that game looked like it had some promise, but if the fact that it's a mobile only right now looks... It's just...
In December 2015,
unfortunate.
a small team released Rainbow Six Siege. A game built on a strong vision, creativity, competitiveness, and team play.
Pour le joueur,
Toxicity.
le 1er décembre, c'est un début, mais pour nous aussi. Il faut tout de suite s'engager et dire aux joueurs, ce jeu est installé, tu peux t'y installer aussi.
Where are the subtitles? I
That
can't hear.
original vision was quickly
See 'em.
adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a whole new level.
I got it! I got it!
This is such a special moment, and being at 1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six now, game being stronger than ever, more players today than we had in the past, it means the world to us.
Game is
But we
bigger than
also
it's
had
ever
our
been.
share of challenges.
Health that touches upon subjects like matchmaking, connectivity, all those
Yeah,
aspects
been
are
there with that.
absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Through it all, we're always driven by you, our community, and together, we grow stronger.
There is no sequel plan, and we're here for the next 10 years, so expect more Rainbow Six in your life for quite some time.
Nice.
Look at this.
Where's Far Cry already? Don't care about mobile games. I hear you. If I have a feeling about anything, Far Cry will probably be the end of this, unless they have a bigger surprise other than Far Cry. Because Far Cry's already pretty much, they've teased it, it's been leaked, we know what's happening. I'm holding out for Prince of Persia revival and Splinter Cell revival. That's what I want. I want those two things to be announced.
Thank you.
I just want to see, I want to see that Far Cry stuff though for sure, and I want to see some legit gameplay of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's what I want. Hopefully they're done with the mobile stuff now.
Steel Wave update available now, and
That's
take
what I'm
Ace and
hoping.
Malusi out for a spin.
We'll see.
A few days ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter. Now, it's time to venture
Here's
into
your
the
new BR, Hyperscape. Yeah, I played a little bit of this. And I am not very good at this game. Again, most really high-paced, high-action shooter games, I'm better at on console because that's my primary. So going into that
A hack in a hyperscape.
new character.
That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed, okay? About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true. We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions.
What?
So, here we are.
2054.
10 billion souls living in the crush of the megacities. But the people at Prisma changed everything. They gave everyone a way out.
Virtual reality. Interesting. So kind of Ready Player One style stuff that's pretty cool.
Is Crown Rush. This is where anyone.
Again, it's a fun game. It's just I'm not very good at it in its current state. I need to play it more to spend more time with it. But it's a cool concept, and a concept because Battle Royale right now it's fun and all, but it's kind of you have to have really interesting things. Yes, this is Cyberscape. Oh.
If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life.
Interesting.
But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt. Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of Hyperscape.
Interesting. It's adding a little bit of story to it.
Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the Hyperscape.
I'm JC, Creative Director on Hyperscape.
That's a cool trailer, though. Adding a little bit of story to it.
Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch. Seeing it grow, adding ideas is really cool.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the Hyperscape.
The game takes place in 2054.
Yeah. Again, it's a cool concept, but it may have been too late. I agree. Battle royales are so oversaturated right now in the market. I feel like what needs to start happening now is competitive multiplayer shooters are going to start reviving a little bit, like you've already seen with Valorant.
There is a battle royale that takes place in the virtual city.
Tactical shooter games, I think that's the next thing that's going to come back and get going again. It's going to be tactical shooters. I think BRs are slowly just getting boring for a lot of
You
people,
get the opportunity to do parkour on the
including
rooftops,
myself.
go into interiors where it's much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities.
Still a
to
cool
get
idea,
cool
though.
/items, but also more players.
It's
so
just
it's a risk
a
reward
year or
kind
two
of
too
deal.
late.
We introduced the notion of hacks, special abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With hacks, you can do things like teleport yourself, you can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce around the battlefield. So a lot of abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with. And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to interact with the game on different levels through
That's
the Twitch
the
extension.
one element of that I think's
every few
it's
minutes,
interesting,
there's
but
going to be a
also
vote, and
can
viewers
ruin
will
the
be able
experience. The
to
fact that
decide what effect they want to affect the whole
viewers
battle.
can
So things
affect
like
the
changing
map
gravity,
and the game the way it goes.
infinite ammo, or stuff
Kind
like
of
that. So players, while this
can
happens,
ruin
we
the
have
game,
to
I think,
adapt
at
to
times.
all kinds of stuff that is happening.
Because 9 times out of 10, what do the viewers pick? They pick
For
low
me, it's really
gravity,
exciting
and it's
because
so annoying.
right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta, and so it's going to be available for free-to-play for all PC players worldwide. And I
The
really
art style
want
is
to
cool.
thank all the
I agree.
players, all the streamers, and all the viewers who participated in tech tests.
And again, I
who
haven't
will
spent a lot of
participate in
time
the
playing it. I've played probably
Here's a
about
short
10
glimpse
matches
of
in
what you can
total.
expect.
But it's just, I don't know. I don't think it's my type of BR. But it's a cool style. It has the right art style to be competitive, I think. If that makes any sense.
Showtime.
That's mine.
Let's show them what I'm made of. Go time.
It's like the Darwin Project. I remember that, man. I remember when the Darwin Project was announced, I got all excited about it, and now look at it, it's... I don't even know the player counts on that game anymore. I haven't played it in forever. New weapon, new hack. Free battle pass, play the open PC beta now. Wow, there you go. So for everybody that didn't get a code from watching Twitch streams and all, it is open beta today, right now. And you get 30 tiers for the battle pass for free. So that's pretty cool.
Gave our artists and developers incredible
That is pretty
freedom when
cool.
it came to designing characters.
Is it just on
Production
PC beta right now?
manager
Yep.
Anna Maria Musa
PC
is
beta.
going to take us behind the scenes
It's supposed to
of
be a
character
console
design.
game too.
My name is Anna Maria Muska. I'm the production manager for characters and weapons on Hyperscape. We have paid an exceptional amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people. So the second you pick a character, you see them in game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them. This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base, but even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season, we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game.
Interesting.
We're very excited to see it in people's hands.
Again, it's a good art style to be able to make monetization for
As we move
skins
into
and
the
stuff
next
like
generation
that.
of gaming,
Very good. for
Ubisoft
that.
has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary capabilities these new consoles will offer.
Yes, show me some next gen stuff. Show me what we got to
Hey,
look
everyone.
forward to.
Phil Spencer from Xbox.
Here we go, man.
With Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create an absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before.
Give us a
Ubisoft
glimpse.
has a unique ability to create immersive worlds, setting a new bar that continues to drive our industry forward. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed.
Yes,
I love
show
the
me.
time I've spent exploring the world in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. and I can't wait for you to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming up now.
Yes, sir. All right, so here we go.
All right.
Valhalla.
We know you've been waiting to hear more about this game since it was announced back in April. And now it's time for a deep dive into the world of Vikings.
Here we go, y'all.
My name is Julien Laferrière, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed
Show
Valhalla.
me an actual mission. I want to see a mission.
Creed Valhalla, and
full
the
gameplay.
reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings is really, really inspiring. When we did our research, we found that, they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did, to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time. And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment that most likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we want players to experience in this game. It is a personal adventure, it is the story of Eivor, a Viking chieftain. Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game. They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available. Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper. Vikings were brutal warriors.
Shields!
That trailer was so cool.
And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system.
How so? How are they revamping their fight system?
The brutality and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face to face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings.
Gosh.
We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Deep dive into Valhalla. Here we go. In-game footage, work in progress, but it's in-game.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
Looks good.
It is time we go a Viking.
So this is a raid.
Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches.
The battle cry.
As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Oh, holy setting. That's awesome. That's a good detail right there. You can set the buildings on fire like that.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future.
Look at all the different areas there, man. There's like at least 10
The Viking
12.
Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies
Holy
ever
smokes.
assembled in an Assassin's Creed game. Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors.
He just chunked him at him.
To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with the Viking harpoon.
Oh my goodness
Pummel them with
gracious.
throwing axes. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance, or finish them off.
Okay, so we still have the leveling system.
To unleash a deadly combination of attacks.
Dual wielding going on in here, man.
Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior. All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including 2 shields.
2 shields? Stealth, here we go.
Situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes, an unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment.
Goodness gracious, that's a ginormous wolf.
Search pagan
Stonehenge.
temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement. The more you explore, the more of England's secrets you will reveal.
Ravens, show!
What's this?
But as you push deeper into England,
It's fortified, man. It's like Battle for Hardhome over here.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today we will reclaim her. Today we fight for your land.
Notice they're not talking about the naval aspects yet. Figured they'll have that. I know for some people that's not their favorite thing, but
transport you to wondrous and haunted lands.
Holy crap.
Inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise. With unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
oh my goodness. Went all Mortal Kombat on us there for a second. Alright, man. That's it. That's what I've been wanting to see. They gave us a gameplay deep dive, and I like what I just saw from that. November 17th, Valhalla.
9th century England is truly unlike anything the franchise has seen before.
Pretty damn
Assassin's
cool.
Creed Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia.
Stadia. Everybody keeps talking about
We're close to
Stadia.
wrapping up
Stadia's
today,
dead.
But before we go, our
Oh,
CEO,
Lord.
Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few words.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today and that you will love playing these games. I'm proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative lineup of games.
So this will be the Far Cry 5 thing
And
to
we haven't
finish.
shown you everything yet. In fact, we have
5,
a
6.
lot more to come.
Oh wait, a lot more.
So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games. But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Far Cry 6, please. Alright, well, here we go. Where's this Prince of Persia? Okay. It's Far Cry. No? Yep. There he is. The man that was in Breaking Bad as Hector, or what's his name? Not Hector. Gus Fring. Could be the main bad guy in the next Far Cry here. Very cinematic little trailer here for us. Big rumor, everybody says they think that the kid in the poster is Voss, the main bad guy from Far Cry 3. Here we go. Liberated. I think that kid right there is Voss, man. Because he shares a scar. Far Cry 6. Can you show me more? Because that was a cool little cinematic trailer. Yes, here we go. Is this live action or is this video game? I honestly couldn't tell for a second there.
Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Papa,
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Bro.
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom.
What?
Now,
I don't think that's how most families do teachable moments.
I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves,
oh my goodness, is he gonna have him chunk it at him?
everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Goodness gracious.
They will answer you with screams, call you evil, a monster, and give you this. So you tell me, are you evil?
Dude, he's gonna make him chunk it at him.
You a monster. Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom.
Dude, if the writing and the story and stuff's like this, man, it is gonna be fantastic.
Brilliant.
Wow. February 18th. Far Cry 6, y'all. I was hoping to get a glimpse of
We're
gameplay,
wrapping up our first Ubisoft Forward.
but man,
Today, we've seen the next generation of Assassin's Creed, the birth of a resistance in Watch Dogs Legion, the cyber chaos of Hyperscape.
so they didn't show us off a ton of games. They gave us the big hitters that we were expecting. But overall, it was a good show. I got to see good gameplay for Legion. I got to see good gameplay for Valhalla, and then Far Cry 6. Little teaser or story trailer or whatever it was. But that was that, man. Pretty dang cool. I'm gonna let this play in the background as we wrap things up here with this. But leave all your thoughts. Let me know, y'all. What did y'all think?
Welcome to the Ubisoft Forward.
What did y'all think about the show itself?
This is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Overall, I thought it was pretty cool.
Into about 30 minutes of gameplay, and we're joined by a very special.
But yeah, I'm not gonna stay and watch this. The show's done. I'll watch this on my own time later. But thank you all so much for tuning in here today for this live stream reactions today for Ubisoft's Forward conference. Overall, very impressed with the big games I saw there today. Excited to see more from them, and excited for the Xbox conference coming very soon as well. But leave all your thoughts with me down below in the chat, in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the conference. Let me know which game you thought looked the most interesting or fun to you. Thank you again for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up, comment down below. Feel free to join the GoBotch family, subscribe as we're on the road to 10K subs. But thank you for tuning in. Please stay safe out there, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you all back here in the next video. Y'all take it easy.